Good day, I am Richard Weil. Céline, Rochais, Neville, Pillay and myself conducted a study on the individual differences in social learning of free-living striped mice in the succulent Karoo in South Africa. Social learning is a potentially adaptive mechanism for learning new behaviors. Research into inter-individual variation in social learning abilities and social information use is on the rise. These studies, however, have yet to fully understand which factors influence the differences in social learning abilities both between and within species. Thus, we aimed to determine what factors influence the social learning abilities of free-living African striped mice, a semi-arid adapted mouse living in the Karoo. We used 26 dyads of free-living African striped mice in a social learning task in a field lab. The succulent Karoo in South Africa is a semi-desert that is home to many small mammals. The African striped mouse in the succulent Karoo is group living and exhibits biparental care. While these mice forage solitarily, they learn food preferences and parental behaviors from their parents. In the social learning task, a mouse had to remove a lid from the test device using a string to allow it to access a food reward within a well. We created observer demonstrator dyads in which demonstrators either opened lids or did not. Observers were allowed to watch demonstrators' interactions with the device in a demonstration phase before being allowed access to the demonstrator's half of the arena and the device. We measured the observers' success to open lids, their attention towards the demonstrator, and the latency and time spent interacting with the experimental device. We then considered the influence of various factors on these variables. These were observer age, sex, group size, and personality traits of activity, boldness, and exploration. Activity and boldness were tested in an open arena. Activity was measured every 10 seconds for 5 minutes, and the percentage of time that the mouse was active over those 5 minutes was calculated. Boldness was measured as the total amount of time the individual spent in the middle of the open arena, away from the edges. Exploration was measured using a novel object, in this case a ball. The latency for the mouse to approach the novel object was recorded as their exploration. We found that observer success, latency to interact with the device, and the time the observer spent with the device was not influenced by demonstrator success. Attention towards the demonstrator, however, did impact the amount of time the observers spent interacting with the device. We found no influence of age, group size, and boldness. However, males were more successful than females, and more active and explorative observers interacted with the device quicker and for a longer time. It appears that when these mice were attentive towards the demonstrators, they interacted with the device more, but this did not impact their success at the task. Striped mice apparently use cues from other individuals, most likely through local enhancement, and this is influenced by their sex, activity, and exploration. The solitary foraging nature of the striped mice may inhibit their ability to learn foraging behaviors. Social learning is likely restricted to things such as food preference and parental care.